Hello, everybody. This is Prophet Forgot One coming at you with a short, brief, and detailed video. Today, I'm going to be talking about this pastor who slept around with his members, and he was from a church in Alabama. And I'm going to say this here, and I'm going to say this with a short, and I'm just going to do this I'm just going to say this in an eager way today, and it's very, very sad to see things like this. And I think I said in my previous video, this is what runs people away. And just like I said, that some pastors are not sent by God to preach. And this is a prime example of what I was saying in my previous video. You see, people, this pastor that slept around with his members, they come to find out he had AIDS. And just like I said in my previous video, how people who claim to be a preacher and sent by God and stuff like that. Remember, I think I remember saying that in my previous video, and this is just, this just grieves my heart the most. And this is what I say to people. This right here, this stuff right here is what runs people away from the church. And I think I said that in my previous video. And it's people like this, people like this who sleeps around with members and stuff like that. Number one, just like I said in my previous video, there are some pastors that get up on the pulpit and preach the gospel, but live a different lifestyle, just like I said. And this is a prime example right here. And come to find out, he gave, as he was sleeping around with his members, he gave people AIDS. And this is very sad for people. Just like I said, some people are not sent by God to preach. And this is a prime example of what I was saying. And it appears that he slept with a few of his members and gave his members AIDS, a few of his members AIDS, the women who he slept around with. I did a video about this I think it was a few weeks ago, and I was talking about how people are up on a pulpit preaching the gospel and preaching this and that, but that live. And I think I said that in my previous video, and this is basically a confirm what I was just saying. And people who operate out of witchcraft and do different things, but still proclaim to know the Lord. These are the same very people, or what I said in my previous video, that is up here doing this right here. They preach it. They're up on the pulpit in the midst of a congregation, but they live a different lifestyle, and it's sad. It's very sad, folks. And I'm just going to cut this short because it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's very sad the way I see things going. But this, like I said, this is what runs people away from the church. It's things like this. It's things like this. And number one, this is just basically confirmation. You don't know how I feel right now. Every time I see things like this, my heart gets grieved. And let me tell you something. My heart gets grieved, not because he did this type of thing, but number one, he also gave a few of his members who he slept around with AIDS. You see what I'm saying, people? And just like I said, there are some people that, I'm going to tell you something, that are not sent by God to preach. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're not anointed, if you're not really called by God, I'm just going to cut this short. If you're not anointed by God, your preaching and your teaching is in vain. It's so much for this pastor here. Man, I'm ashamed that this even happened, and especially inside the church, man. This really makes me sad, man. And it bothers me every time, because I'm going to tell you something. My soul, I'm concerned about souls, man. Let me tell you something. People look up to you. This is the reason why God put preachers on the pulpit, to be an example. I'm going to tell you something. Not every preacher is perfect, but when you live a lifestyle like this, when you see when you are out here doing things like this really gets me upset, and I'm very upset. And just like I said, people who continue to do these types of things, I think I did a video about that, that if you continue to do these types of things to yourself, then you're gonna face the consequences later. Because the Bible says in the book of James, when sin bring, I said when sin is finished, when sin is finished, it brings forth death. And just like the book of James says, it says when sin is finished, it brings forth death. I mean, I learned if you keep doing things like this, you're gonna face the consequences later. And this is sad, folks. I'm just being honest with you. And I think I'm going to post a link down in the description box so y'all can look at this video. I might post it when this video gets finished uploading. I'm gonna post it on the front of the video, and I want y'all to see it for yourself. This is exactly what I was talking about, and now I think this is showing you a prime example. Let me tell you something, folks, man. Make sure you pray. Make sure you ask God for direction, for the right pastor, for the right one who is anointed. Because people like this don't need to be on the pulpit, just like I said in my previous video. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, and God bless and have a blessed day.